Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. In this occasion, I would like to deliver my presentation. But before that, please let me introduce myself. My name is Amy Rosida. I'm from Speaking for Academic Purposes, offering the class. So in this presentation, I would like to deliver about education topic entitled Another Side of Education. So without further ado, I will begin my presentation. So I will start with the definition or the meaning of education itself. So as an actor in education field, I believe that all of you have understood about the meaning or the definition of education itself. So actually, what is education? Education is a process of changing someone's behavior and attitude to become better through teaching and training. I really appreciate our government's effort to make our education field better or safe, as the education in the many developed countries such as Japan, America, Singapore, and etc. But because of the demands of the curriculum right now, we usually underestimate or ignore about the behavior and attitude itself. We just give our focus at knowledge and science. In fact, not only about knowledge and science, but our education also relates with character. And because we usually ignore it, we can see that our education field right now is facing a huge pandemic, which is sexual harassment. Maybe for some of you, it is a really common thing that sexual harassment can occur in many public places, including at the university. But we have to realize that we cannot normalize it because the cases are getting more and more dangerous. Why I can say like that? Why can I say that it is getting more and more dangerous? Actually, what is happening right now? Let's take a look in the following pictures. That's really tragic and heartbreaking. So I will discuss about what is happening right now actually. So as we know that the sexual harassments occur in 77% facilities in Indonesia. It's a very, very big number, ladies and gentlemen. We can imagine how many victims created because of those cases. And it is very pity that before 31st August 2021, we don't have any regulation that special regulate about the sexual harassment. But luckily, on the end of August 2021, our Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology has released a new regulation which regulates about sexual harassment, which is Permendikbud number 30, 2021. In that new regulation, there are many regulations such as the sexual harassment activity, including sexual harassment. Also, the punishment to the perpetrators of sexual harassment itself. It becomes a good news and a good hope to the sexual harassment victims because they can easily report the perpetrators because of the law. But we have to realize that we have to pay attention to another thing, which is our society or our netizens. I'm really grateful that we have an active netizens, but I'm also sad because our netizens usually do not behave the sexual harassment victims well. Our netizens blame and judge the victim. It is very unjustified and unfair. So, what I will say because of this problem. So, based on the cases happened, we must educate. We must educate our society and our netizen in order to can be wise and behave well to the sexual harassment victims, because sexual harassment victims deserve our defense, not our judgment. I can say like that. What is my reason? So here are my reasons. There are three reasons, and the first one is about logic. So victim is victim. We know that they are hurted. So actually, we do not deserve to end their pain. And the second argument is about the justice. Victims deserve a healing, and perpetrators deserve a punishment. So if our netizen wants to blame or judge someone, so they have to blame the perpetrators, not the victims, because the victims cannot get a blame and judge because of another people's bad behavior for them. And the last reason, it is about our humanity. So victims have got more pressure. It will be very unethical for us as human beings if we judge and blame them without supporting them at all. So, what are the solutions to solve the problems happen? I have some solutions to solve these problems. The first one is I suggest that the government do a collaboration with many volunteers program and many communities in order to can educate our society to behave well to the sexual harassment victims. And the second one is our government can set the regulation about the netizens' behavior to the sexual harassment victims. And the last one is the victims must be given an optimal assistance by the authority when we fix the netizens' behavior to them in order to the victims can become stronger to face our netizens. So to sum up, we have to realize that education not only covers humans' need about education, science, and knowledge, but it also covers humans' need about attitude and behavior. So let's be focused on those two components of education in order to we can create a better environment to live and decrease the sexual harassment cases. So that's all of my presentation. If you have any question or want to do any brainstorming with me, just contact me in my email or WhatsApp. I have to end this presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. See you in the next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.